Alright YouTube, in this video we are going to see how to create this property listing website using WordPress. To create this website we'll use the help of advanced custom field. Now if you see, this is the property of this, or these are the properties available on this particular website. We have three properties. Let's click down really. So you can see this is custom created, the background image, the title and the price, and these are the sections, tenure, bedrooms, and this gallery, and then we have property details, and then we have location on the location of the property in the map, and then we have share buttons. So you can edit this. You can, if you want to edit this title, you can simply get into the properties, and you can see down really flat. Just make this flats and update, and once you refresh the page, you will see the actual changes. Cool, you got it. So now this is coming from here, and this content you'll see is displayed over here, and rest of the content, if the location, this is dynamic value. You can change the location anytime you want. This location, the map location, you can pass any map location, and then this price is simply this price displayed here, and again you have displayed it over here. If you want to change, you can make this 35, click on update. One page is updated, just click on refresh, and if you see the 35,000 is displayed on both the ends. The same way you can change the tenure. You can see this tenure is over here, and then we have bedrooms. This bedroom is over here, and then we have features as a checkbox, so we have not mentioned the feature. Then we have cars, so this car, garage with one car available, and then we have gallery. These three images are there in the gallery. You can add any number of images. So this is the page. If you click on all properties listed on the website is available on this particular page, and we got this with the help of Elementor. And in the backend you can see we have three properties. The same way the three properties is displayed here. In case if you want to filter, if you see properties for sale section and it's a page, these are filterable. If you click on apartment, you can see the apartment. If you click on flat, these are flats. If you click on house, these are house. If you click on all the properties are listed here. If you click on individual property, again it is going to redirect you to the main property page. So this is what we are going to create in this video. Let's get started. Alright, now the very first thing what we need to do is we need to create a database. Click new, and the database the name is going to be property listing. And that's it. WordPress will create the database for you, the tables inside the database for you. Now you need to download WordPress folder and place it on the C drives. So if you see on the C drive, XAMPP, HCDocs, and over here I have WordPress folder. I am renaming it as property listing. Now we can access this folder using localhost / property listing. Now click on continue. It's asking us to select the language. Let's go. Now we need to pass the created database, and the username of the database is root and the password is blank since I am using XAMPP. Click submit and run installation. Now it is asking to create the admin credential. So this is going to be the site title, and the username is admin and the password is admin. Confirm it's a weak password and give the email in case if you forgot the password, and discourage this for search engine optimization. Since we are using localhost, this doesn't matter. Now click on login. The created credential we need to pass it as an admin, and I'll be installing the themes and plugin in the background, and I'll show you what are the themes and plugin I have installed once it's installed. And for the plugins, I have activated Advanced Custom Field Pro, Custom Post Type, Elementor Skin, Elementor Pro. And for themes, I am using the Hello theme by Elementor. And now once the custom post type is activated, we are going to create a custom post type. So add or edit post type. So here properties, the plural version and the singular version, and these are the additional option which you can skip. So let's see, we want to modify two important things, and we will be setting it on the additional field, which is hierarchy Let's find where is hierarchy. Yes, has hierarchy, sorry, as archive, and then has hierarchy. It's better to search instead of looking for it. HIERA, and set this to true. See, there are two things which we need to set. And the menu position, let this be 2. I want this below dashboard. And these are the default post types option which you will get, like the title, editor, and featured image. If you want, you can activate exert. I am leaving this and add post type. So you can see the properties is added here. Property post type is at the second of the admin sidebar because we have changed the menu order. Now these properties will have categories like it's flat or apartment, that kind of stuff. Now to add that, we have a section called add taxonomies, and here we'll give the slug is simply the URL, property underscore type, plural, types, singular, type, and the same way, and this is going for the properties. This is going for the properties post type, not on others. And the same way we have to find hierarchy, because properties may have subcategories. Actually property type itself is a category, then subcategory it can have, so that's why I'm setting up hierarchy true and then just add taxonomy. So once it's added, you will see the third option here called property types. And I believe you have noticed that, so this plugin need to be installed in order to use the pro version of it. And now I need to create a properties category, so property types. So let's add home, apartment, flats. In case if you want to change the text, you can just click on quick edit and you can update it. And now if you visit our custom post type, click on add new. We just have default option like adding title, adding text area, which is text editor, and featured image, and the property types. Now we want some more fields, so for that we need to add some fields using custom fields. Click on add new. Now we need to set some name to it, so let's call it properties, and where we want to show post type is equal to the post type which is properties. So you can see the property which we have created right now. Now we need to create some text fields and checkboxes and galleries. So just by clicking on this add field, the first one we are going to create is locations. Add field called locations. You can just simply make this singular, and it's going to be text, and it is required. You can make this required, and the placeholder text, prepend, append, condition logic, we don't need anything. Just click on add new field. This time we need price, tab, and this is going to be number. I'm just copying this rupee symbol and pasting it prepend before on prepend. And next, tenure, tab, that is with text, and the fourth field is going to be, we'll add this afterwards, or you can just make this bedrooms. Of course it's going to be number, add another field. Now what we are going to do, we are going to do a checkbox. So this checkbox is going to be features, type C, checkbox, and the instruction, please select the features available for this property, property. Cool. The choice is we need to make this one below the other, as it says. Now if you want to make allow custom, if the user has other than these features, then you can add this allow custom and it will be auto saved if you make this. Now the default value, we don't want any default value, this will be horizontal, and toggle all, by default it will be checked. By default these options will be checked if we make this toggle all, and we'll look at the condition logic right now. Now we need carriage, so this is again a checkbox, type C, and the instruction, we're not going to add instruction. The choice is going to be yes or no. Does it have garage to park a car? If it is yes, you will click yes. If it is no, you will click no. Then that is the horizontal, add new. Now we need an input field called number of cars. If there is carriage, then display the number of cars you can park. So we'll add this in the instruction and just have number of cars. Cool. Again it's going to be number. Required, we don't need any required, but it's a condition logic. There is no point if you select garage no and show this field. So if you select yes, so on the garage, if the value is equal to yes, then only show, or else there is no point of showing it. Add field, finally gallery, type G, and let this be auto, let this be default value. We are not going to change anything. So this option is really important. In case if you want to select after uploading your image, in case if you want to reselect it, instead of selecting from thousands of previously uploaded image, just show the property related image. Like if I add a particular, I'll better explain once we get into it. Let make this selected. In case if you if you are interested in avoiding confusion, if you are dealing with thousands of property images, then this is recommended. If you have limited number of images, then click all. So better, that's it. And these are standard values, we're not going to check anything. And what are the things we need? We need to show only featured image, title, content, that the content is very available to the properties. And what else we have? Categories, tags, and that's it. Click on publish. It's published. Previously it was only 3 fields. Now let's see how many fields we have. Click on add new. Now you can see location is available, price is available, and add a balcony, and click add new choice, and I believe it will be added. Yes, it is added. So that's it. Let's start adding the property and make it dynamically display on the front end of the website. So let's start adding details. So you can give text editor, just type some useful information, but I'm typing lorem ipsum. I'm leaving this to you, and the location is, and the price is, and the tenure is, and bedroom, and what are the features we have? Toggle all, it will be toggle alt. Private front garden, garage, off-road parking, and yes, balcony. Do we have parking? Yes, we have parking. Then you can see 3 can be parkable, and let's add image. And now I'm going to select more than 4, and I have decided to add only 3 images, and one is extra, since if you remember we have selected upload image as per post types. So this will be only available to particular this post type, not you cannot access this image to from another post type. So this is very useful if you have more images to manage. So just click on publish, and don't forget to select the property types because we are creating filter based on this. Click on update. Since we have not designed a page, it will be just the title and the description, not we don't get any other thing other than this. So let me pause this and add 2 more values, one for flat and one for house, and then show you. And for the second time I'm adding this balcony is already there because we have added it again and again. For this property type there is no images from the media library because we are going to add new. And for the previous property I forgot to set the featured image. It's very important to add featured image, but if you see in the feature image you can see more than more than 3 images. It's because this is coming from the library. And now I have added 3 properties. You can see these 3 properties on the all properties section. And now let's make the display page for all properties. So let's create a page for that. Add new, and we have click on publish, and then edit this with Elementor. Now if you see, this is how it looks. Now what we can do is click on this plus and make a full width column and search for portfolio, drag and drop it. Now let's leave it with the default section, default. Now let us make this medium large to have some image clarity. On the query we have to include the properties, and we have to filter them by the property types. You can find the property types. So you can see apartments, flats and house and all. Now if you see, the design is all very simple, but have some patience. Now if you see, we have a Elementor custom pro skin. We'll be using this to design this very attractive. Now the column gap and the row gap, we don't have any row gap. The item overlay, you can, instead of making this green, you can make this black. Cool. And the filter bar, you can make this even darker and change the color to our all-time favorite red. Cool. That is little dark. So that's it for now. Now let's update and preview the changes. Now if I want to click on apartments and I want to view this apartment, so this is the default page. Now let's design this page using Elementor. Let's create a page for individual properties. So for that you have to get into templates, theme builder, and now you need to select single page, add new. So if you remember, this is how it looks. Now we are going to design this page into this template. We don't need anything. We're going to start from scratch, full width. And if you see the background section, click on background, and from the dynamic tag, not from the advanced custom field but from the featured image. The preview is not available because we haven't set. Click on settings, preview settings, and this should come from the property post type, and the particular page is, let's say, Dombivli, or the display is Pandra. Apply preview. Now after applying preview, you should see the background image. So the background image is available. Click on this, and let's add some overlay to it. So a little black with some transparent, and click on the layout, and let's increase the height of it. So instead of increasing height, let's just include the heading drag and drop, and this should also come from the post title. And design this purely white, text align center, and a padding top. Select this heading and a padding top. Unlink the links 5, and don't forget to set the background property. Click on the 3 dots, background, and let the position be center. Attachment, let this don't touch anything, no repeat. Background size cover. Cool. And the second thing, we need to display the price. So for the price, again, let's search for custom field. So let's search for heading. So again, we can search for heading. Just drag and drop it. Let's display the price. Click on dynamic tab, and advanced custom field, and on the gear icon you can select the keys. I want to display the price, and in the advanced version, before I want to show price colon space, just space this after. It's better to have over here and then space. Cool. Now let's start designing. H4, make this white, excellent center, and you can make the font size of the title even bigger. And now I want to show the date. So to add the date, you will be finding post info. Just drag and drop it. Let's see what options we have. We have author, date, time, and let's just show the date and time, and align it to the center, and let's design it. Select the date. So let's skip the time. Let's just add the date. Icons white, text again white, and the margin we added is 5, and the margin bottom again 5. Click on update. So not publish. So let's try publishing it. Click on publish, and for the pages, not for the pages but for the post, so select the properties. Let's see for all properties. Click on save, and if you refresh the page, you can see this is the other apartment what we were editing, Vandra. So this is auto populating from that looks cool. Now let's focus on the second section. Cool. Let's try adding the columns. Let this be column, and the icon box, and the title. So heading again, drag and drop it. This is tenure period from the advanced custom field. The key is going to be tenure, so not location but tenure. Advanced, before it should say tenure colon space. Cool, we got it. Now it's time to edit. Make this center, let this be H5, and the style black, or our favorite color. You can select any color here. The tenure for the content, you will find cool. You can change the icon too. Select the icon and search for building. Is that cool? That works. Likewise, duplicate this or just copy this, paste, paste, paste. I am doing the same thing. So I have inserted all the prices, carriage and bedroom. Now let's start designing this. Let's add some margin top. -2, -5. Cool. Let's give some background color to the sections, which is white, and this is how it looks. And let's select some margin. Instead of giving this whole color, we'll just give to the column. Select the white and transparent. Select the column and give the background color white. So now that makes sense. Just copy this column, paste style, and again paste style. Now you'll find some space on left and right. Likewise, let me add some margin to it or padding. Unlink this top 2. Likewise, I'm going to copy paste this to all columns. So the next section, we are going to make this for the property tilted. Let this be this way, and let's add some margin before showing up. Click on the 6 dots, advanced, rem value, margin of 2, and we need Google Map here. Just drag and drop it. Use the dynamic tag, advanced custom field, and for the keys, let's use location. Cool. So, and you can adjust the zoom. Cool. Now again, here we are going to add gallery. So carousel. Sorry for that. Image carousel. Now the dynamic tags, advanced custom field, and the key is going to be gallery. We have 3 images if you remember. Slide to show only 2 images show at a time, and show the medium quality image. Let this be auto scroll, and image stretch, and arrows and dots are fine for me. Link to the, we don't need to link, and we don't need to give any caption as well. Lazy load, autoplay, yes, mouse and hover, scroll speed, infinite loop, direction left to right, and position, and these are for arrows, pagination, and for the images, default spacing, or you can do custom spacing, spacing between elements. Border type, we don't do anything. Cool, let this be as it is. Now the details about the, copy this, paste it here. Now you can edit this and make this black, or our favorite color, or you can see the theme color, and just make this property, details, right align, details. Now just drag and drop the post content. Cool. And we can have share button as well. Did we miss any field? I don't think. Just let's check the actual post of the other. So this looks cool for me, and let's just drag this to this column to make this symmetry. Now if you look at the URL, there is index.php. We don't want that, so let's check the permalink. Go for settings, permalink, post type. We want this to be post name. Save changes. And now one property is on sale. We need apartment and or from flat or house. Let's use flat, don't really. And the post would be auto populated. You can see auto populated. Cool, that's what we need. And you can see the slider, it's also working. The details and the date is today's date, price, location on map. Cool. Now we don't have a place to display all the post, so all the properties. So for that I'm going to create a page, and cool, just click on publish and edit with Elementor. Now we don't have a concept called loops, so create the loops. We have to get into the template, theme builder. Why the name loop is because we are going to loop individual property on this all properties page. That's why it's loops. Add new. So we'll just have three section. The first one is image, and the second one is location, and the third one is price. Just skip this. Click on full width, and we need just type image, and we'll display featured image, dynamic tag, featured image. We'll make this at the center. We haven't set the preview setting, that's why it's not showing up. Property, you can search for any property. Apply and preview. Now you got it. Now search for inner section, drag and drop it. Let's add heading, and the heading is going to be h6. As we said, the custom post advanced custom field, key, location, before location, and change the settings as black or the theme color which we have chosen, and duplicate this, drag and drop it here, and change the key to tenure, and so make this setting as tenure, TENURE. Cool, click on publish, save. Now we have set the loop. Now search for post on all properties, the page which we have created. Search for post, drag and drop it, and here at present we have only one. Go for the query, and we want to choose the post types called properties, and this is default view. We don't want the default view. We'll use the custom from the skin. What we have named, I don't think we have named anything, so it's just So on the preview we have seen that it's 48, so I have got it to the theme leader. I'm not able to get it. I think I need to refresh this page in order to get that. So on the settings you can change it as loop of properties. Click on update. Let's see, do we have any other conditions? And let's find whether we are able to get the custom name which we have given right now. Yes, after refreshing it got it. Cool, click on update. So all the page, the name we have given. Let me check the name. So all properties. Let's edit this all properties and change this image. Of to edit this image you have to get into the post types, all properties, and on don't really. Let's add a menu. Okay. Once the page is completely loaded you will see the featured image. Update, and on the menus add to menu. Save menu. So now it looks cool, but it's not clickable. How to make this clickable? So select this post loop and link this custom URL dynamic tag post URL update, and now you should see these are clickable. Let's click Bandra. So the Bandra related property shows up. On the theme customizer we have an option to select or edit the headers. I am uploading logo. Now we don't need this title and this tagline, and select the menu. Instead of creating menu, let's select the menu. So that looks cool. Publish. So to add the menu you will see on menus, view all location, main menu, publish. That's it. The scope of this video is done. Let's meet in the video. All properties, you'll see listings and properties for sale. You'll see the filter.